If you're a startup founder with zero design skills, I found a free tool that you can use to make epic product shots like this, to show mockups of your software. It's called Shots.so, and I'm going to give you a little demo of how I use it. I came across it. I love it. Let's get into it. This is Shots.so. I am going to create a shareable image of the YouTube webinar that we did this week. So I'm in my replays here. I've got the course lesson here. I want to show people, hey, just make a little promotion like, hey, remind people to come check it out. So what I'm going to do first is take a screenshot of the entire lesson. I'll maybe leave the link out. Grab that right there. Go over to Shots.so, drag and drop. And already it looks great. But let's check it out. I think I want to do let's see the kind of options that they had. So they have phone options. So I could put this as a phone, but that doesn't make sense for this one. I'm thinking I want to do a tablet, and maybe with a play button on it. You could do a MacBook, you could do a MacBook Air, tons of different MacBooks. You could do a desktop as well. That could be interesting. A couple different desktop versions, all Mac, of course. Wearables, I guess, I don't know if it would work for this case, but you can do a wearable, and then you can just hit all, and they've got a couple different just screenshots in general. The newest thing that they have are browsers, which are really nice. Let me kind of click onto browsers. So they got Safari, they've got Chrome, they've got Arc, which I love, but Arc doesn't really look like anything because there's no side tab. They've got Chrome Dark, Safari Dark. So let's do, I like all these. Let's go back to the tablet. Let's choose the iPad Pro 13. So it is the wrong direction. So what you do is you just come over here to the side. They've got a couple different templates. So I could have multiple different ones if I had 2 different screenshots. So this is great. So if you're sharing your product or sharing some kind of feature in your product, you could share a dashboard, and you could share some kind of nice stylized image if you wanted to. And these things, how 3D they look, it just, making a great product mockup is how you bring the digital vapor that you can't put your hands onto and show your customers how cool your product is. It just makes it feel real. I could do something off to the side, down below. So let's go back. Let's do the sideways one. And so we got space, great. Let's do a silver iPad. You can change the opacity here of your shadow. You can do no shadow. You can have the shadow hug if you wanted to, like that. The position is nice. This is actually pretty intuitive. So I could scale it down all the way. First, let me go over to frame, and we're in it 4:3. I want to do a 16:9, so it's more like kind of a video style. But again, they've got tons of different sizes: Twitter, YouTube. They've got Pinterest. And you could probably just do custom up here. If you just wanted to do a, 1,000 by 1,000 square pixels, that would totally work. So I'm going to do, let's do 1920 by 1080p. We'll set that. Cool. All right, let's go back to our mockup. So then you can scale it up how you want. I probably want it pretty full size. I'm not going to put any text on here because it's just going to be kind of a cover image for an email. Now, what's nice is I could put this right down below if I wanted to. If I wanted to add some text up here, I could. Oh, look at that. And what's nice, you can drag the positioning here to get it just right. Or you can just follow the grid system, which is super nice. So I'm going to put it dead center at 100% scale. And then let's switch over to frame. So the mockup itself, this tab up here focuses just on the mockup itself, the iPad. The frame is going to be everything around it. So they just released something called overlay shadows, which I think is very cool, very stylized, but it's a little too over the top for me. They have some other ones. Oh yeah, you could do it's like we're doing film noir here. Oh yeah, okay, cool. All right, love it, but just want to show you guys how this works. With effects, you can add noise, which I am a huge fan of. Give me I have a folder of 1,000 noisy, blurry gradients. So the more the merrier. So yes, I'm going to add some grain here. Love that. and then background. What's really cool about this is they have something called magic background. So if you were not sure which background to choose, what's the right color, I don't know, it will scan your image and it will come up with this color palette of everything that is in the image. So we got a little orange, we got a little purple, we got white, we got black, and it's just going to give you those options, which I think is great. So you make something like this, something that is very complementary. Yeah, just looks badass from the get-go. I can even shuffle it, cycle through. You also have just plain old solid colors, white, off gray, and you can just hit the drop down. You can change whatever colors you want. So I'm gonna do more of a purple to like kind of complement this. Let's see if we have a purple gradient we could use. That's pretty good. Or they also have cosmic gradient. It's not bad. These are pretty, and then there's classic, just give me the Mac desktop look, which is not bad as well. We've got the abstract ones. There's just tons of options in here. Some earth pictures, got some texture pictures. And if I wanted to upload a custom image, I could as well. I could just say, hey, I want to choose my exact color. I want to choose my exact brand. So I want to choose let's see if we can X out some of this stuff and just give me purple gradients. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can do a purple gradient. You can add an image. So let's say digital art. There you go. You can have fun with it. You can just do whatever you want. That's what's so nice about it. And it looks, whatever brand you are, you can make it happen. So let's go back to this purple gradient, kind of like this. And we are, funny enough, we were just about done. Okay, so we got everything looking good. Now, what do we do? What's the next step? So you just hit the download button down here. You can download it as a 1x size. I tend to, when I'm making stuff for graphics, if I'm putting something into a video or even putting something onto a website, I want the highest resolution possible, and then I will compress it myself rather than letting this software compress it. But if you just need something quick and dirty, just hit the 1x. Yeah, like I said, you could do output 5,000 pixels wide, or 4K, or just simple, 1K. PNG, JPEG, the two differences, the JPEG is a little bit more compressed, PNG is a little bit more rich data, so it's a little bit higher resolution. We're just going to do JPEG because we don't have a transparent background. But if we were to make a transparent background, we would hit transparent, we'd turn off all the noise and grain, and then we would go down and choose PNG. And then that would give us a transparent background. So we could even have shadows if we wanted to. And at that point, the frame doesn't really matter because all that matters is just the iPad itself. So we could turn off the shadows, which is really nice, especially if you want to make something like this, where it is a transparent background, or you're trying to make a collage of all this stuff like that. These are multiple product mockups all put together. I made one, obviously here, desktop, a MacBook, an iPad, and then just went into Canva and just slid all of these on top of each other, added a couple layers, and that's how you do it. It's very, very simple. Let's go back to my purple gradient. Let's go back, add my blurry noise again, and we are going to export as a JPEG. There you go. Amazing shot. Complete. This is Shots.so. Please use this before they make it a paid product. But I would definitely pay for this. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.